everybody! So, Thanksgiving's coming up, one of my very favorite holidays, because I've always told my children you need to be thankful before you're greedy for Christmas. But honestly, I just love the concept that Thanksgiving is for families. So we are planning a big Thanksgiving family meal this year, and I'm going to see if I can get everything I need on my list, delivered even, from Kroger's for under $100. That's my goal. So I've already planned this all out, and I have a whole Thanksgiving meal ready with the turkey and the candied yams, except for, let's put it this way. We've got our horseradish, deviled eggs, we've got our hand biscuits, we've got the turkey, we've got, and everything is backwards, so maybe you can't see this, but we're gonna try here. So we have everything on here. We're gonna use all fresh ingredients, not dried seasonings. And that is on our checklist to get started and get the groceries. So let's see how we can make this happen. Come on, join me on my computer. All right, folks, so we signed into our Kroger's app, and the first thing we're gonna do is search for our turkey, because that's obviously the main thing we need to find. Now, I would normally go with a Butterball, but I am actually gonna go with the Kroger brand. And then I need some sausage to make my stuffing, because that's like the key element to the stuffing that I make, which makes it really good other than the mushrooms. So we're going to find a sausage that's on sale here, because we're still trying to keep this under $100 if we can, because I just want to show you, you can make a turkey meal for under $100. And we need some bacon for those loaded, cheesy mashed potato bake. So let's find us some good, thick, hardwood smoked bacon to add to the list. And we're just looking for that perfect one that's on sale so we can still keep within budget here. So let's see. I think maybe, yeah, that's the one right there. All right. Now we're going to need some Kiko Man soy sauce, or you can use a generic brand soy sauce. I just had Kiko Man in my head. I had soy sauce in the cupboard, but we're just going to throw this in the cart here as well. We're just going to add the 10 ounces of Kiko Man. That's part of our turkey brine that we're going to be using. So this is the key the key ingredient. That's the word I'm looking for this turkey brine, because it's made by Kiko Man. We're going to need some chicken broth. We're going to need about 4 containers of that, because we're going to use it in pretty much everything. Stuffing, and boil our potatoes, our noodles, so on and so forth. So we're going to need 4 containers of chicken broth. So we're going to add that right on in here as well. Just looking for that good deal and the coupon brand. Keeping that cost under $100, folks. Next, we're going to need some onion soup mix. That goes in our stuffing, another secret ingredient in our stuffing. So we're going to pick whatever's on sale or cheaper, which seems to be the Kroger brand, and add that to our cart as well. Now, like I said, we're going to use all fresh ingredients, not dried. So we need fresh sage, oregano, basil, dill. We need some fresh thyme too. So we're going to add all of those to the cart. We need some russet potatoes for that loaded, cheesy potato bake that we're going to make. This looks like a good pick because it's on sale. Now we need some sliced mushrooms, because that's going into the stuffing. So we want some nice, good, fresh sliced mushrooms to add to the cart. And some sweet potatoes or yams for that bourbon candied sweet yam recipe we're going to make. So we're going to find, again, trying to keep it under the value. I'm going to find the best ones here, and we're going to select those. Gotta add those fresh Brussels sprouts for those honey glazed balsamic Brussels sprouts we're gonna make. We need one big old onion that we're going to mince really, really fine to add to our stuffing. But that's a key ingredient that we're going to need here. And some fresh garlic, because that's better than the jarlic. You want the real stuff, especially for a holiday meal like this. So we're going to add some garlic here. We're going to need about 4 different types of cheese. And I'm going to get the block cheese, not the shredded cheese, because if you grate your own block cheese, it is better. It melts better. It doesn't have all that paraffins and wax and buildup on it to make it, you know, stay longer when it's shredded. So this is definitely the way to go, especially if you have one of those Guidel shredders. Those things are amazing. I can't say enough about them. But we're going to throw in all these 4 different types of cheeses into the cart. And I found some coupons, so that makes it even better, keeping our costs down, staying under that $100, folks. Now, this particular cheese is a little expensive, but I've been told that this is the key to making that amazing, loaded, cheesy baked potato casserole. Mashed potato casserole, whatever it is. Ask Mr. Make It Happen. That's the recipe I'm going to be using. Then we need some heavy whipping cream, so we're going to throw that in the cart. Another key thing to the stuffing I make is using different types of bread. So we're going to use some French baguettes, and then we're going to actually throw in some sourdough bread, because that's awesome as well. So we're going to use a couple different kinds of bread. Need lots of bread. We're going to cube that bread up, make it into our stuffing. We're going to cube it up, let it dry for like a day. We don't want it crispy like croutons, but we don't want it fresh and moist either. So now we're going to throw in our sourdough bread, so we have a little bit of a mixture here. I said we're going to do everything fresh, but I'm actually going to buy some Pillsbury dough crust for the pumpkin pie, so that's what we're going to throw in the cart now. Checking out the coupon selection, because I also need some crescent rolls to make the rose biscuits. Again, not completely fresh, but just a good concept of fresh. And I'm going to go with the honey flavored biscuits. Or croissant rolls, not biscuits. Keeping with that pumpkin pie theme, we're going to need some pureed pumpkin. So we're going to go with whatever's less expensive. Probably not Libby's, more of a Kroger brand. Add in the evaporated milk that we need to make the pumpkin pie. This one here looks good. And now I think that's it. We've got everything on our list. And let's see our total. Looky there, folks. $107 basically. So $7 over $100. Yes, you can make it a Thanksgiving turkey meal for under $100, especially if you already have some herbs and don't go with fresh. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop comments down below. I hope you like this video. It's something different, but we appreciate your watching, and we're hoping to get to that 100,000 subscribers. Pass our name along. We got some good recipes and good ideas. Bye, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving.